Assalamu alaikum FM 101. Assalamu alaikum Lahore. Assalamu alaikum to all the sweet listeners tuning into the one above sound of the town from the heart of Lahore. This is your very own Fatima Rahman on Saturday, and I hope it was a fun day for all of you out there. We're going to be here till 9 o'clock at night. The show is called The Rock Show, and basically a part of Step Up. Well, we're going to have lots of fun tonight because we have some strange questions coming up for all of you out there. So 111-00101, that is AKK, Sipper Sipper Sipper. 808 is the number to dial. That's my way. And be a part of our show. You can also request for a rock song if you're interested to listening to one. Otherwise, I've got some nice songs lined up already for all of you, so you're going to enjoy them. Well, we're just going to start off with the first track for tonight's show. Has been on the top charts for quite some while now. It's Kelly Clarkson with Already Gone, and nobody's gone at the moment. Alright friends, welcome back. This is Fatima Rahman back in the den, and it's 7th of November 2009. Now I wonder why. I just confused myself from the beginning of the show. I just told you guys what's the day today. I'm missing out the date. Though some part of my brain was telling me that Fatima, you're right, but I couldn't just, say it out. So I was actually confused. Now we're going to talk about confusions tonight, and I've got some really confusing questions for all of you to answer. We'll be trying to figure out the answers ourselves, and by the end of the show we're going to probably give you answers too, probably, by the way. So all you need to do is wait and listen and find out if we have answers to these questions. Now, let's just start with the confusion number one. Have you ever noticed that, your family or even you yourself would go out for a morning walk for about, half an hour or 1 hour, and after that 1 hour, you go to the nearest, nashta shop and would order a glass of lassi, or you would order full glass of mango milkshake, and you'll have halwa puri along with it, or even worse, you'll have pie with it. Now, this is something that I witnessed myself. Why would we do that? We would just go out for a morning walk because we think that we're overweight, because, it's not a tradition anymore to have a healthy morning walk every day. So we just, go out to reduce our weight, and right after the morning walk, we just became all of a sudden so hungry that we lurch for such edible items. Or have you ever noticed that when you go to, you're in a diet, and when you go to a restaurant, you will order a double cheeseburger with the upsized fries and a Diet Coke. Now, why the Diet Coke? So I'm just, a little obsessed with food at times, so I just started off with food and food talk. But you need to give an answers. We have other questions too. 111-00101 is the number to call in. We're going to move ahead towards a commercial break, which will be followed by a song, and we'll meet you on the other side of it. We're talking about confusions, friends, and I had two callers. First caller was a little bit confused, and the second was completely knocked out. I'm enjoying the part. Anyway, 111-00101 is the number to call in, and we have some more confusing questions for all of you out there too, so just wait for that. And 6622, by the way, is also the number to text in, and the way is pretty simple. All you have to do is type in 101L space your name and your message and send it to 6622. Well, we had the first caller for tonight's show, Aryan brother, calling in from Gulshan Ravi, and the first caller for tonight's show. Well, he says that if there's someone who, they are basically on a diet plan, and they go out for, some exercise in the morning, and then they have, they please themselves with pie and milkshake and lassis and, the typical Lahori food, then they don't need a diet chart, they need a psychiatric consultation. Okay? Now, thinking that that from where I gathered the example would make me feel a little sad. Anyway, I just told him that who actually did that. But anyway, forget about it. And, the question stays the same that, what's the logic behind it? Why would we, and as far as ordering an extra cheeseburger with upsized fries, but then ordering a Diet Coke and not compromising on that, if the restaurant brothers would say that they don't have Diet Coke available, then you would just say that, oh, you don't have Diet Coke available, and, we'll create a fuss, but we don't, bother for the extra fries or extra cheese or upsized fries. So, what's the logic behind that? And Aryan had no question to this one, though. But anyway, we're going to play you all a nice song. Then we had Shehryar totally confused calling in from defense, and he just said that, could you please repeat the question? Now, we're just going to, change the question now. You have to answer this one. Why is, the dog food available in the market comes with improved taste? It's written on the bottom of the tin or the can that contains dog food, improved taste. Who tasted that? Now you have this question. Next question. We're going to have another question after I come back from the breakdown. Just moving ahead towards, and we have, no, we don't have a commercial break, fortunately. Now we're going to play you all a nice song and come back right after this. Coming up your way is Three Doors Down with Loser. Alright folks, the time right now is 8:30 and 45 seconds to be precise, and this time check is brought to you by Safeguard. And now moving ahead, we're talking about confusing questions and confusions in general. Well, Hijab just called in and she has an answer, to answer the first two questions that I asked regarding food and edible items and exercises. Well, she has to tell you all two jokes, related to it. There was once a man who had 3 swimming pools in his house, and one was filled with warm water, the other was filled with cold water, and third was empty. Someone asked him that why 3 pools and why, different temperatures, and why is the third one empty? He just said that when I feel like, having a warm bath in winters or otherwise, I would just use this one. When I feel like having to swim in cold water, I would use this one. And then he said, why the third one? And he goes like, because at times I don't feel like swimming at all. Okay. And then there's another one. A man used to wear a tie and a coat, and beneath it he would wear a shalwar, and people asked him that why do you have, wear such a weird combination. Probably they didn't tell him that it was weird combination. They just asked him that why do you wear such a combination? What a great combination, like we do at times. Anyway, the man replied that I wear a tie and a coat because, people at times come to visit me, and, they just come to me, and I'm nicely dressed and all that. And then they asked why the shalwar then. He said at times people don't come to visit me too. Okay. Now basically from all this what we gather is that we just try to bluff our own selves, and we exercise but then we eat a lot, and probably it balances it out, or maybe it just gives you some extra calories too. But what we're doing is that we're bluffing ourselves, and that's partially true. Okay, and then she has a wonderful quote to share with all of us. Good thing to learn, one of the good things to learn conscious is learning from others' misfortunes, and I think that's pretty true. Now we're just going to play you all this song, and yes, by the way, she didn't have the answer to the third question that we asked you all, that why is there dog food with improved taste, who tasted that? Okay, she's trying to find the answer, and you can also be a part of the show on 111-00-101. You can also text us on 6622. Type in 101L and your name, space, your message, and send it to 6622. We'll be waiting for your calls. We will be waiting for your messages. We're going to move ahead towards a song. Come up your way is AM radio from FM radio, and this one's going out for Aryan, it's going out for Shehryar, it's going out for Hijab. Just take this one away.